Yes, sir. Let's definitely get this win, man. Me and my boy Mason, the other person you play with in the franchise that I invited you in, both him and I are in the Super Bowl. So I just won my game last night against my buddy for the AFC Championships in that franchise. So I'm going to the Super Bowl. Oh, I'll pick. Yep, Kansas City. I should focus on the screen, huh? I'm gonna take a hit of the weed. Absolutely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, who do we got? Oh, we got the Texans.
Inside NRG Stadium.
Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad.
And we are underway from Houston. And
that's going to be at the 20.
Hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Let's go with the medium pass here. Let's do a SE corner.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. And right away, he
lost it. Whoa. Whoa. No way Worthy is going to do that. No way Worthy is just, bro. No way Worthy is just going to drop the ball like that. That's fucked.
No, that was never in the
oh, Madden fuckery at his finest. We'll take that right back. Thank you. Thank you.
The Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past
what the heck?
And that's a good example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds. So possession.
All right, so they definitely like the hit stick. That is for sure.
12 yards, first down.
All right, so why don't we go for a run pass here?
This half they put it on the carpet. Now the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time able to retain possession, but they can't get into this.
Let's go.
Continue to go on the ground.
He may go.
Woo! Let's go. Good shit, bro.
Isaiah Pacheco, 66 yards. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
I had a good few blocks there.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Set down.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Stroud working out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And Stroud now to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Let's go.
Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Let's go with the
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
I'm so glad that wasn't picked off. That was my bad. My freaking bad. I meant to freaking pump fake it over there, and I decided not to pump fake it. Oops.
Be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
All right, so you're Hopkins. Let's do this.
Now here's Mahomes. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And he'll break
I don't want to talk about it.
29. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins.
Good route.
29 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that's going to skip in.
I hate it. I don't ever have kick return issues at all at any of the franchises.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And then online is a whole different ball game.
Last drive led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Aww.
Because it's rare that you see a hitch route.
Aww.
That means someone read that one
All
really
right.
well.
Think, Don. Think before you throw.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
That's not what I wanted to. Yep, you're definitely quarterback next game.
Derek Stingley picks it. He's on his way. And they will score.
Oh, man.
6 for the Texans TD.
I was not doing this the other day.
Defenders having great vision and being able to see plays.
Yeah, that's what we got to do.
But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot.
All right, let me get a hit here. We could pull this around.
With the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
All right, here we go.
throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Yeah, I was putting my back to that one. All right.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. The Texans.
I know it. That
was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost.
Where was my offensive line?
And here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Man open, that's complete to
Set down.
Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Throwing now is Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun.
I'm changing that real quick.
Melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And this is going to be
that was a very, very dramatic catch for nothing. That was a very dramatic.
7 our score.
All right. Let's do it. Let's do a run.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's flip it.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Are you serious?
Interception. Derek Stingley picks it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
They're just playing legit freaking good defense. I'm literally, as Mahomes.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Yeah. Yes, you were.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this
ow.
Gonna come to a quick
my shoulder.
He is belted at the end of that one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think
Travis.
it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
I hope when your offense, you show me what the heck, Patrick Mahomes.
This hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. And now here's
what?
Interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception.
I don't know how much more I can do with this team.
Now 5 times.
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we just seen.
Man.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming,
We'll see how we are at the end of this quarter. Holy moly.
Here we go.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards a couple of stops.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man.
That turnover to hurt.
Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stroud. They'll set up the
good. I saw you line that up pretty good.
Back at the 47.
That was good.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage without loss.
And the defense,
yes!
In there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back?
That was barely a freaking tackle.
How's the head coach handling it? The
holy shit.
Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Steps away to his left.
I saw you wide open, too.
It's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast.
Nope, they got another interception.
Another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I'm highly embarrassed by this.
He's having now 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
They play freaking.
Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game.
All right.
So Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Now Stroud. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I don't even think they're trying right now. They're
They're
probably like, I wonder how many interceptions Patrick Mahomes is going to throw.
Now he adds the sack.
Oh, now they're going deep.
Making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Stroud looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
Good INT, bro.
No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Mahomes going to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelce. And got his man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
The tight end in motion right. Mahomes to throw once more. And that was incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seems
I'm just going to go with a field goal on this one.
But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we
Whoa!
in the 3rd quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively
That
at the 40-yard
freaking glitched
line.
on me.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Stroud. And now here is another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take
Let's
this one
go.
home. It's a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Butker now to add the extra point.
Yes, we do.
And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Robert Woods, 67 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone. It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone. Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Nope, they blocked that one. There's no way I could have done that.
That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Mahomes. Slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner. Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play. Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They'll get 3
Let's
as
go.
The drive continues. It's a first down. What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Stop crawling.
Mahomes now to throw. Now throw right side, taken in by the tight end Gray. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff now for Pacheco. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. So
good first down.
At this stage in the second half, 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right.
Oh, that would have been sick.
Wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there.
All right, let's run it in.
Hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Pacheco is in.
Yes.
Touchdown Chiefs. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Stroud to throw it. And my goodness, another interception.
Let's go.
By Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
Good stuff, bro.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
All right, let's go for a run up the middle.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Good run. Yes, burn clock, bro. I agree.
About the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old.
Burn clock, you mean burn some weed? All right.
Hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mahomes takes it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Patrick Mahomes.
I wasn't expecting us to get
Scoring on the
19,
save from a yard out.
19 yards
And
on
the
one.
Chiefs have taken a fourth-quarter lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
I like how we bumped into each other.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw
Incomplete. Let's go.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Stroud off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Let's go.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Good hit.
Not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back.
I'm not laughing.
This. Here we go. This is 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. 20 down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan.
Damn it.
47 yards. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Taking it about the 1.
Motherfucker. How does he muff that?
It's a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. But the defense on him quickly at the 6-yard line. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Here's Mahomes.
Oh, so glad he dropped that.
That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Mahomes.
Gray, what the? I am so sorry, bro.
Couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me,
We had a great game, though.
their offensive coordinator now has to
Unless they do something stupid, but...
this contest and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down. But
well, then.
Gets it up to the 46.
Oh.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sliding out of the pocket.
No.
Their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Well, you need chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown.
All right, let's see if these people play it smart, though.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense
it was a good game, though.
To make their plays, but defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
He'll get it inside the 20. And just shutting him off there. And all the way down to the 5. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, you're quarterback next, obviously. Which is great. I like running.
Any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
I'm not even going to touch it.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Mahomes will throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Absolutely, same team, man. That was a GG's. We had a good comeback going. Oh. Let me change that. I almost forgot. Be right back real quick. So give me about 5 minutes. All right, I am ready now. Oh, Xfinity. I want to let you know that when it comes to free agency for the off season, I'm thinking about doing a like a draft for it, since we all have unlimited budget. It wouldn't be fair, so I'm taking like the top 20 or 30 free agents, putting them in a draft pool, and then we're going to figure out draft picks, which I already have a theory on what we should do. So I just wanted to let you know. I wish there was a way to communicate with you other than for when I'm live, just so we can keep things cool. If you had a messenger or whatnot, I can add you in the group chat for all that type of stuff and updates and all that. But other than that, it's like we just got to keep you updated as much as we can on what's going on for the MPCW franchise.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
All right, I got to write that part down.
Unit now as they'll send this one away. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30.
Hey, Val. Can you write this down for me, the one that says B? Can you write that down for me?
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive.
And is that spelled right?
Oh, there's no doubt in my
mind. Because I got to search him up on Messenger so I can add him to the chat.
We know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now a toss left for Pacheco. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
Good pass.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark.
See, that's how I was feeling.
See the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get
it beats the crap out of me, too.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5.
Oh, I almost had that.
Here, 1st and 10.
And
they were lucky.
Down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Throwing is Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll go to Barkley again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is going to have
good
the
pass.
First down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now Hurts looking to change the play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go back to the ground now with Barkley.
Good tackle.
At the 20.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is 2nd and 8. Hurts. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
back to throw here. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Oh, what a nice little pass to the side.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
Nope, I'd play that safe. Good pass.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First
They're good,
15.
Bro.
Now here's Mahomes. Steps away. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Oh, no way Kelsey's going to drop that. There's no way Kelsey's going to drop that. Bruh. Is Taylor Swift in the fans? Is that what's going on?
With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 36.
What's the button for like a conservative, not a conservative, like an aggressive catch? I feel like I'm pushing the wrong I haven't done this in a while, so I'm trying to remember. I know square is the conservative, like what I'm just doing, because I keep pressing that crap.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And
no,
depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They've got good starting field position as they come up here.
That was a good pass, though. I realized what I was doing now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Uzama. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Barkley. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Flush to his right. He's got his running back.
Oh, come on.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator.
Oh, absolutely, my brother. I know we can. Look at the deficit that we came back and almost won. We got it.
And you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And that was, what, a 21 deficit that we had? I think it was a 14 or 21 deficit. I can't fully remember.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return.
That was nice. That was slick.
Almost in field goal position.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And in for the Chiefs.
Good stuff. That's how you lock in.
As the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They'll throw now on the final play. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Let's go. Good stop. Even though,
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30.
Leave the cat alone. Oh. Well, it looks like you're annoying Sasuke.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because...
Oh.
Fast continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is Uzama.
Another miss.
Still on his feet.
What?
All the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Okay. Okay.
Executed 22-yard gain. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Touchdown! C.J. Uzama, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now
Here, why don't you take it if you can?
On to kick it away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call.
I was spinning around Casper. Casper is right there. He's like, hey! And I'm like, oh! And I did a spin-a-rooney. Yep. Yep. True story, bro.
2nd and 5 now from the 22. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's
You're good,
opposite
bro.
a
I've
lot
been
of
there.
game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he will slide to a stop. He does.
Good run.
First down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught inside.
Let's go.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Why is she not allowed to play with it?
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Mahomes going to throw.
Sorry, I stopped my route. My bad.
Couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through.
I was going to stop right there, and then I realized that one guy was still kind of covering, so I'm like, oh, shit, I got to run.
Before giving up any more yardage.
I wish you had a little more control of the receiver personally.
The third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And down to the 20 he'll go before.
Nice.
That time, escaping the danger.
It's the Mahomes show now.
First down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. This 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And
I knew what you were going for, so I hit the block. Poor little Worthy. Little Scotty Worthy, like, oh yeah, I'm going to hit this block.
From the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
I'm glad that wasn't called a offensive pass interference. That would have been hilarious.
They got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll look to throw.
Let's go.
Into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's Hurts to throw. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Touchdown, Philadelphia. C.J. Uzomah, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a mistake.
What?
Lateral, it's a loose ball. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Trent McDuffie with a pick. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. Being chased out left. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he takes this one
Let's
into
go.
the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And all the Chiefs have.
Yes!
So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Mahomes will throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 2nd and 6 coming up. Mahomes. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Ah,
The Eagles
GG's.
have just about sewn up this football game.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the
I have
game.
no
You
idea.
really have no chance to win the football game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Back to throw here.
Yes!
Intercepted.
Let's go!
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Just go for the field goal play.
Is to go
Oh.
for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike, and they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off.
That was locked in on me, too.
So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a a big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that.
It's all good, bro. Well, I gotta go. I gotta get ready for something a little bit later, so it's all good, bro. Maybe we'll play again some other time soon. Have a good one, man.